Hey, we're back. Another video episode of Adrian and Bria's Life Journal. Today, I'm going to talk about ways of communication. So, let's kind of get into it. Ways of communication. What things can we do to better communicate with the one that we care about? That special person, that loved one, that spouse who may be in a long distance relationship or in just a relationship period. Let's see. Some things you can do. Well, talk. That's the main thing. Doesn't matter if you're talking out your mouth, sign language, smoke signals, cards, letters, airplane. It doesn't matter. Whatever you got to do, bro, just communicate. But talk. You have to talk to communicate, people. You can't read minds in relationships. You really wish you could. Men, we know we wish we could understand and read minds of women. Well, some of us do, because if we really read their mind, either we wouldn't like it, or it'd be a whole lot of stuff at the one time that's jumbled up all together. And it's like, you know what? Don't even worry about it. Men are just, we're made different. But talking, you have to talk. Learn to talk. Don't talk at someone. Talk to them. Talk with them. The best way to communicate and learning how to talk is learning how to listen. Men, it's important for us to learn how to listen. You have to hear what that special person is saying. My nose is itching, y'all. I don't apologize. I got this big old bump right here. It's bothering me when I see it. But anyway, you have to learn how to listen. You have to hear what she's saying. Feel what she's saying. Learn to listen for the tones in her voice. Whether it be a high-pitched tone, she's short, voice is cracky, like she might cry, like she's upset. Learn those characteristics about your woman and really pay attention when she's talking. And men, we know we have a tendency to hear what we need to hear, or hear what you want to hear while we're doing something else. And you can do that. I can do that. Some men can't. I can be doing something and listen to what you're saying, because I'm always listening to people. But that's me. I've worked in different, job fields where I had to multitask like that. But pay attention. And if it's something where it sounds like it may be an issue, if your wife, your girlfriend, whoever she is, if she starts stuttering, stammering, going around in the same circle, coming back to the same thing, that means that's something that's really on her mind. So what do? Literally stop what you're doing, or get to a point and tell her, wait, baby, hold on. Let me get to a point where I can truly stop, and then really pay attention to her. Sit her down, get her something to drink, rub her feet, but focus in on what she's really trying to say. That way, as a man, we're problem solvers. So when she's talking about it and trying to get it out, you can start to decipher, and discern the triple D's, discern what she's really trying to say, so that we can help pull it out of her. And once that's pulled out of her, she's going to feel like a weight is lifted up off her, and we can help with a solution. If there is a solution, maybe you just need to listen. There's no solution behind it. She just needed to get it out of her system. Men, we do the same thing. There's times that we close in, we shut down, we start to work outside in the yard, or we go to work out more, or we watch TV, or we start slamming stuff, and we mumbling and grumbling and cussing and carrying on, or whatever. Women, learn how to help your man to communicate. Learn how to help that man to get to a point of talking to you. A lot of times men will tell you this: I just don't feel like talking. I don't want to talk about it right now. That's fine. Give us that moment. Give us that time, and we'll come back. All you have to do, ladies, is create a space for us to be able to come to you and talk to you as we figured it out. Because one thing about men, we won't just talk and go off one handle. We have to figure everything out. We have to go through our emotions, be mad about stuff, flip out in our heads, and then replay it, put it back together, see why it happened, see how it could have happened, see how we're going to change this thing. We have to do the calculations and the dynamics of it first. So then when we talk about it, once we open up about that situation, we don't have to waste time with unnecessary emotions. And we've already have a conclusion on how we're going to fix it or what we're going to do. And if we don't have that conclusion, we're going to talk to you so that we can come to a resolution together. But women, you have to give us that time, but you also have to prepare the atmosphere for us to be able to do that. Because if we're hostile or upset, and then you start asking us a million questions, it's going to piss us off. It's going to make us become more closed in, and we're going to feel like we don't want to talk to you. We already don't want to talk to you at the time because we don't want to say nothing, lash out to you in a negative way, which creates more problems. We ain't trying to create more problems, bro. We're trying to resolve a solution. But at the same time, we just become more closed in, and that doesn't help the situation. So women, we understand that you're concerned and you're, what is it? What can I do? Nothing right now. When I come to you, be willing to listen and be ready to do what I'm asking you to do, if it's feasible. Talking, communication. Communication, you got to talk. But in a relationship, other ways of communication. If you're not good with words, if you're not really a talker, if you're shy, if you're kind of closed in, maybe you have a speech impediment, maybe you don't know how or were not taught to communicate properly. Maybe you just say things and the person doesn't know how to receive what you're saying. Write a letter. Some of the best ways I've seen in people that I know that are in relationships, especially from men, well, actually from both sides of the story, men and women, is through writing a letter or through text. Nowadays, everything's technology with texting and this and that. But when you're writing a letter or you're texting, you're getting out all your raw emotions. You're getting out exactly how you feel without any interruption, any back talk, any crazy looks, any snickers, murmurs, or without any of that. No distractions. And whether you're upset writing a letter, whether you have something on your mind writing a letter, whether you're in love, whatever, but you're able to get it all out. You're getting it out. You're communicating. That's very important because you need to get out what's on your heart, what's on your mind, what's bothering you, what you're in love with, whatever. So write each other letters, especially if you're in a long distance relationship. I guarantee you to take the time out to write a letter to that special loved one, even though you talk on the phone, means so much more. Bria and I write letters all the time. And she used to tell me, I don't write a lot. Or maybe you can't read how it doesn't matter. Just write the letter. Myself, I write. When I get to writing, I write. I write books. The last letter I sent her was like 7 pages back and forth. Front and back. So, I write. I put it all in there, especially if I'm keeping the letter for a couple of days so I can go through a few days events, or if I know something's coming up and I want to go through the process, even though we may talk about it, but I in detail to go through it. And in writing, you can talk about things in detail. You'll be surprised what your mind will unlock and remember about something, or how far your mind and your heart will go in depth about something when writing a letter or texting. So that's what I would do. So we have talking, we have texting, writing a letter. Other things you can do, send an email. Like writing a letter, but send an email. Do video messaging. Sometimes I'll do a video because Bria and I are on different time zones. So when I'm waking up to go to work in the morning, either I send it as I'm going to work in the morning when I just got to work before I go to work, but I'll send a little short video. Hey, good morning, babe. I just want to tell you, I love you, or good morning, I'm about to go to work, this and this and that. I send it to her. If it's 8 o'clock, why is this dog in my yard? This is foolishness. I apologize. But if it's 8 a.m. in the morning here, it's 5 a.m. in the morning there. So I know she's not up. But when she wakes up to check her text messages, she'll have a video message from me. She'll do the same. Going somewhere, babe, I was just thinking about you, whatever, want to tell you love you. That means a lot because you took time to do that. It's more than just call on the phone. Hey, what you doing? You know what it is, what it do. And it's faster than writing a letter. So with a letter, you have to go back to snail mail, but it's faster than writing a letter. It's more meaningful than just picking up the phone and calling. Different ways of communication are, and you have to be inventive. Sit down and think about some things. I have not done it yet, but I'm going to, and I've gotten some of the things that I need to do. Daily inspirations, daily encouragement, not postcards, flashcards. Go get you some flashcards, Post-its, whatever it may be. Go to Kirkland's, go to a Hobby Lobby, something like that. Go get, and they have special design things for cars and whatnot, especially for that. I write down little affirmations. I'm writing down little words of encouragement. Thoughts. These are my thoughts of you. And I'm gonna make that like a 30-day or 31-day type thing with all little different affirmations, all little different sayings, all little different heartfelt notations that I have. And I'm gonna send it to her. So every day she can see something different that came from my heart. Ways of communicating. Every day, whether I tell her over the phone or when we do see each other, whether I tell her in person, whether I write a letter, whether I send a video message, every day she'll be able to pick up that card or pick up that flashcard or whatever it may be and look and say, he loves me. He's thinking about me. Because it's going to be there in her face. They'll be my words, but she'll be able to pick it up and read it. Women do the same thing. Like I said before in some of the other videos, men really do take this stuff to heart. We may try to act like, oh, yeah, or act like we don't want to do it, but we will. Especially in a long distance relationship, you'll be surprised what you do to keep that communication thing going. You got to keep that fire burning. But men will appreciate that. Let your girl buy you. She bought me a hat. Now I have an issue with receiving gifts. I'll give gifts all the time, but I'm just not good with receiving gifts. I'm like, baby, spend that money on something else, whatever. I'm good. I get it because I'm used to getting things myself. But she's helping me to work on that. And that's ways of communication. Bought me a hat. Got me some books to read and stuff like that. That meant a lot. Yeah. I was like, we're going to spend that money on something else. But I wore the hat. She got me a t-shirt. That's what it is. It's a t-shirt. She got me some books too, but it was a t-shirt. But I wore that hat. I wear that hat with pride because it's from the city that I'm associated with. So it's a 76ers hat. Now, I was born and raised in Westchester, Pennsylvania, but it's real close to Philly. So when people ask me, where are you born and raised? I'll tell them Westchester, but I tell them it's close by Philadelphia. But, still, it's closer to Philly than it is Pittsburgh. So I rock everything Philly. I'm a Philly fanatic. You know what I'm saying? 76ers, Flyers. I'm a Phillies kid. Philly cheesesteak. Come on, man. It's a done deal. Other different ways of communication. When you see each other, hold hands, kiss, hug. When you're apart from somebody and you come back into the presence of that person, affection and adoration mean a whole lot. You have to communicate how you feel physically. Now, those that are having sex, you communicate that how you do. I'm not going to promote that right now because Bria and I are abstinent from that. So we're not having sex in our relationship because we're building our relationship. We're going to wait for marriage. Does it seem old fashioned? Does it seem unheard of? People that really may know me from my past, they'd be like, wow, I've been married before. Been married twice before. But So for me to say, I'm not going to have sex before marriage, some people be like, wow, really? Yeah, really. It builds and strengthens the relationship because it makes you get to know the person for who they are. So we can't communicate in that nature, but we can hug, we can kiss, we can hold hands, um, and we do when we're in each other's presence. I hold her hand. She ain't gotta ask to hold my hand. I automatically, when we go out, if we just sitting next to each other, I'm holding her hand. And that is communication of I love you. You know what I'm saying? When I kiss her, she knows this man. He cares about me. He missed me. Same thing with a hug. It's an embrace. It's communication. Um, I had another one for communication, but I can't remember what it was. It was like just right there. I can't remember. But communication is key. Learn how to communicate. For communication to truly work, you have to communicate. You have to communicate to know the person you're with. You have to communicate to understand how this person works, how this person receives communication, how they receive what you're saying. So, ladies, don't listen to your homegirls all the time. Don't listen to all the things that the older women in your family have to say. Don't listen to uh, things what might be and things of the past and music and all that. Sit down and learn the person you're with. That's your man. Every man ain't the same. Every man ain't like past bad relationships or whatnot. Every man is different. Just like every woman is different. Men, you have to know, and somebody's really texting me. You have to know your woman because you have to know how to talk to her about things and how she takes those things. Um, Men, I know I am. I'm straightforward. I'm real straightforward. But I'm old enough and wise enough to know there's a way to tell somebody something. Um, I'm not just gonna say, "Brie, I miss you." No, babe, I miss you. I was thinking about you. So I just want to call you. Ain't gonna take too much time. I just want to holler at you. Tell you I was thinking about you. All right, go back to do what you, because she's in school. Go back to your schoolwork, do what you're doing. Holler at me later. They said we're on a different time zone. So if she hollers at me at 10 o'clock at night, that's 1 o'clock in the morning my time. But we'll talk. May not talk long. Then we may talk long, but we'll talk. Um, so communication, people. Communication is necessary in a long distance relationship. Detailed communication is absolutely necessary in a long distance relationship. But communication is needed in all relationships. Without communication, you will never begin to have trust, and you'll never have camaraderie. You'll just be doing something. So I still can't think of that other thing. Communication, people. I hate that. But anyway, I'll think of something later and I'll bring it up in another one of the videos. So that's all I really have right now. I'm probably do some more videos today, and my nose is really itching, dude. This is really, really bothering me. But I will talk to you all later. Bria has some other videos that she's gonna do. She's gonna be making some videos from Google, I think, to show some different pictures and whatnot. So we got a lot of different things coming up on this channel. Please stay tuned. Again, as always, I thank you for watching this channel, these videos. Subscribe. It's gonna be worth it. Enjoy us. Join us. Hit us up. Let us know what's going on in your lives. What are some things that you think of? What are some advice you had to give? Always remember, live for love. It's worth it. Holla at your boy. Bye.